Okay, gonna do a short video. I did a much longer one. I went for a ride, explained all the nuances and talked about sidecars and whatnot, but this is more of a, should you rent something like this, or who is this for and what you should expect. I'm going to keep it brief. There's a longer video for overall stuff, and then I'm going to do a separate video for riding with a dog. But what is this? And we're going to make sure we have enough space here. I'm just going to back it up. And this is easy to push. It is a 1982 FLH with a sidecar. It has a 1999 sidecar, which the advantage of that is it comes with a disc brake. I want to try one of these out. I wanted the dog to experience it, see if that worked out. It has. And I'm really enjoying it. But it is a different experience. And so, the purpose of this video is just to give you some expectations. If you're going to rent this for the day. It is a different experience. It doesn't ride like a motorcycle, obviously, because you can't lean it. But it is a lot of fun. And it's relatively easy because it's, a heavy Harley rig as opposed to something somebody cobbled together or on off-road like Ural or a Vespa with a sidecar, or, somebody putting two things together that are not set up for each other. This thing is very predictable. It has above average brakes, I'll say, for what it is. It is an 80s Harley, but it's got the big disc on the rear. It's got the big great calipers on, the best of the era, and then it's got a disc brake on the sidecar, which doesn't hurt. So stopping isn't an issue. It's obviously not as agile because you can't lean over more in turns, but again, it's not super difficult to drive either. Anything speed limit or below is going to be easy, relatively. The only thing you want to watch for is, obviously really overcooking turns. You just want to be good with your rear brake, your clutch, all that sort of stuff. If you come in too hot, because just like anything else, the faster you're going, this will push it to the outside. And you don't want to go across lanes or into the woods. So I would say this is for experienced riders in general who've got a couple of years of motorcycle experience, but you don't have to have any sidecar experience, because it's honestly not that tricky. Other thing, expectation wise, you should know is this thing with gearing and its motor and everything like that, it's got plenty of power. I mean, it wants to pull from the get-go. But it's geared where maybe 60 miles per hour kind of feels like as fast as you're going to want to reasonably go. And so this is a bike for enjoying the region. Go to Jamestown, go to Newport, go to Westerly, go up to Providence, take local roads, but you're not going to want to have the expectation that you're going to jump on I-95 and, do big miles at 75, because this ain't it. With some new gearing, maybe it could do that, but again, if you're not experienced, that's a big ask. So this should be relatively easy to pick up quickly. I've got extra weights that I can put in the sidecar, which maybe add a little bit of confidence, even though it slows it down a little bit agility wise. But this thing is super predictable, super solid. You can hold it with just 2 fingers. Doesn't wobble, doesn't wander. You hit the brakes, doesn't pull suddenly to the right or anything like that. Shifting is great for 80s Harley. Finds neutral relatively easy. I'd give it a 6 or a 7 out of 10 compared to modern stuff that I have. Yeah, if you're hoping to try this out, see if these things are for you without having to drop without having to drop 5 digits. Should have let that kid walk. This is a great way to do it. This is also a good way to figure out if trikes are for you, because it's not going to be that different than a trike. If you're looking to take a loved one for a ride, go to Block Island, really make the most of it, this is great. If by chance you do some practice, we've got a safe neighborhood, you give it a go and you're just really not feeling it. Again, I've kind of mentioned some alternative price stuff in the posting. I'm not trying to monetize your bad day. I do want to get compensated for my time, and obviously if you decide not to continue, I can't rent it out to somebody else 5 minutes later in all likelihood. And so we'll work, come to an agreement with something that's fair, because again, I'm not looking to make money if you want to give it a go and you realize pretty much right off the bat that this ain't it for you. It is for me. Gun to my head, would this be my only bike? Maybe not. It's just a different experience. I don't know. It's for the next couple of years it might be, just because of my personal situation. But I do like motorcycle riding in its pure form. And so yeah, I'd probably keep other bikes. So, this is a great second bike to have. As I get older, there could be a situation where this would be my only option, and this is a great way to stay out in the wind and bring the dog or the wife or whoever, go run errands, all that sort of stuff. So hope this was helpful. Just have reasonable expectations. Take it easy, treat it like you would any other vehicle that's unfamiliar and a little antiquated, but this thing goes, it stops, it turns, it's fun. It's a great experience to have, and you won't regret it. Checking it off the bucket list at minimum. Hope this is helpful.